Once the sun starts setting, the shops start closing. But in a lot of ways, that's when the fun really gets started.
The food down here is really good. I mean, there's a lot of good places to eat.
But any veteran of Texas Antiques Week will tell you there's one place that really stands out.
We always eat at Royers. I said people cannot come to Round Top and fully experience it if they haven't had dinner at Royers.
For those in the know, Royer's Round Top Cafe is a Texas Antiques Week tradition.
Bud speaking.
Bud Royer, known as the Pie Man for his world-famous pies, runs the cafe and corrals the huge dinner crowds during the show.
We've been here since mid-'87. It was a time when the whole economy in Texas and Houston particularly had crashed because of the oil business. We had no money, we were broke. We took over the bank payment and $200 in the till, and we had to make a living from day one. It was the grace of God we're here. And I mean, that was 22 and a half years ago.
Despite that rough beginning, and running a restaurant in a town with fewer than 100 people, Royers has become a huge success, due in large part to pie.
When we took the cafe over, there was a sweet dear woman here named Garda Siptek who brought 2 pies a week up here, an apple pie and a buttermilk pie. And eventually she just didn't want to do it anymore. So we had to figure out how to do pies. And I'd been given a recipe before I moved up here of a pie crust, a real simple one. And so first time I ever made a friggin' pie.
And it certainly wasn't the last.
This week we'll go through 700-800 pies. Normal weekend we'll go through about 150-200 pies.
But Royers is no one-trick pony. Pies are just a dessert after all. These people are lined up for a chance to sink their teeth into one of Bud's amazing gourmet meals.
It's our OMGs on our menu, the oh my gods. You know, the grilled pork tenderloin with a peach and pepper glaze, and Micah's snappers, a fresh snapper topped with shrimp, sauteed in a white wine olive oil with fresh basil, tomato, romano, and garlic. The grilled quail is wonderful, and then we do a grilled rack of lamb with a lemon garlic basil dipping sauce. And then the great steak is, people name their kids after that steak. It's a center cut filet. We don't cook beyond medium. You cut it with a fork and it runs rings around Ruth Chris Sullivan and Morton's.
And of course, the appeal of Royers extends well beyond the menu. This lady's been coming to Royers every year for a decade, and not just for the food.
The steak, the atmosphere, the whole family. We love the story behind the family, and it's just a great place to hang out.
It's the last thing that people expect is to come out to the country and to get this type of food and this type of environment and experience and setting, and it becomes a great memory.
Like most of the permanent residents of these tiny towns in Texas, Bud really enjoys the chance to meet all of the new people that come out for the show. And of course, he enjoys all that extra business they bring with them.
We can't live without it. And the show has enabled us to stay here. This is such an aberration. This is twice a year. It's 10 to 12 days long. We do almost 20% of our year's business during this time here. And we're very fortunate for that. To watch this thing grow is just like an experiment in capitalism. As far as the cafe goes, the food and service is our product. And we're in the people business, taking care of people. And our joy this week is seeing dealers and people that we see twice a year for the last 20 years. And that makes it worthwhile.